game.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at his 4. Room here to run. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be taken very short.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
18-yard line.
What? Check, check. Watch the before. Watch the before. I'm coming.
A first carry for the legend. It's Bo Jackson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Now Wilson on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Jenkins coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They give them 27 yards on the third down conversion. From the gun, it's Wilson. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now Wilson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Throwing is Wilson. And go. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 53 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return. Yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Watch out, watch out.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. From just shy of midfield, Vick going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. On 2nd and 7, Vick forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
He can run for it, and he will. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run him with Bell, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. They'll start here with Jackson. And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And Vick's throw there, incomplete. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go. and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Bell with a first down carry there as he'll get about 4 out of that. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. He's got Mason complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And the fake field goal works to perfection. You don't see it often, and they caught him by surprise.
And how about the guts to call it in that situation? Think you're going to get an easy 3? Instead, you turn it into 6.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's up and good. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On first down, Wilson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quinnen Williams, able to get him for a loss of about 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he's going to go down again. Jordan Jenkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great.
And that's caught inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Bo Jackson, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Michael Badgley on for the field goal.
Oh, this one pushed to the right. Badgley missed it. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And some room to maneuver. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Vick operating on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again, Vick on 2nd and 10. A screen to Bell. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
Hey, watch out, watch out. Check right 54. Right 54. Check, check.
From the gun, Vick. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
I'm here all day.
They will indeed go for it. Vick buying time to his left. A desperation heave for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Here we go, dude.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd and 2, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. Jordan Jenkins getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Wilson. And incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Wilson, and going deep. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. And the
Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none. But if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some. But you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so... Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a man. Fools my sons. Back swag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend a day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken very short. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us. But I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
This is fielded at the 27.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole, setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. That throw by Vic, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Being chased out left. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas there.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Ripper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. Show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, start the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man on me, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Santa Clara. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Right here.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Raheem Mostert, he was great in that NFC title game, 220 yards. But Super Bowl, 58 yards on 12 carries, though he did score the touchdown in the 3rd quarter to put the Niners up 20-10.
And think about the journey of Raheem Mostert and what he's traveled. That he has a 220-yard game, 4 touchdowns in the NFC title game that you just mentioned. But only getting 12 carries in the Super Bowl, I don't think in his wildest dreams he would have thought, I only got 12 carries in a Super Bowl? That tells you how valuable he became and what people will focus on. And don't forget Tevin Coleman, the great comeback from the dislocated shoulder against Green Bay in the title game. 5 carries, 28 yards in the Super Bowl. Came back to start that.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jordan Jenkins able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Mostert. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Here's Mostert. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On 4th down, they snap it to Young. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Kill. Check it back. Watch twins.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
50, plant. Check. Protein spill. Hey, Delta. Go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Young. And he will find T.O. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Terrell Owens, 41 yards. as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on fourth down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they've made it pay off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now on 2nd and 13. Vick flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. Big hold to the 30, and all the way up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 40.